This morning, Lindsay had a conference call scheduled, so I will be your host today. It is February 3rd, and a reminder to silence your cell phones. So any resident updates or announcements?
Just reminding you that we're selling the bundt cakes for Valentine's Day, but this Friday is the last day that you can turn in your order. So we're asking you, please fill them out and put them in either my mailbox or Debbie's in the south building. It's on the bottom. So you know how good these are. So even if you don't have a sweetheart, eat your own.
Well, remember, you can just buy at the table.
We will have them at the table. We will have them at the table. Thank you.
I just know you wanted to run the meeting, did you? I know, and if you need opinions, I can highly recommend almost all of these, but the red velvet and strawberries and cream and the Oreo are a few of my favorites. Just buy the 4-pack, you won't regret it. So just the reminder to please return the luggage carts, wheelchairs, and other items from the service areas. They're there for everyone to use, and especially in the south building, we've been running into an issue where they're not available when someone needs them. So don't make me track you down. They're air tagged, and I will come get them. So again, a couple weeks ago, we passed out the Regency Oaks annual tax letters that they are for you to give to your tax preparers to let you know let them know what it is that you're able to deduct on your 2025 taxes as a Regency Oaks resident. So again, that is usually your first year here especially, that's a significant deduction. So you really want to make sure you get that going forward. Every year they'll provide those forms that you should give to your tax preparer. And then again, there's most people have turned theirs in now, so gold stars for you, but there are a few of you that have not done the ad valorem forms. And so these are the simple 3-question forms that say, what is your name? Did you live here on January 1 of 2026? Do you have a contract with Regency Oaks? And do you claim a homestead exemption on another home? You just fill those out, return it to the front desk for me. And then at the end of the year, you get that tax deduction on your statements. I believe last year in December, everyone got $460 on their monthly statement as a credit because they filled out this form. So please, if you have not turned that in yet, do so, or if you don't remember, stop down at the front desk and we can check for you. All right, so Rejuvenate sent us a letter to pass out to all residents. I don't know if you can read that. I asked for it again in a better quality because it was very blurry. But it looks like their 2026 price increases were pretty minor. It looks like a shampoo is going from $12 to $15. A shampoo and style is going from $35 to $36. The shampoo, haircut, and style is going from $55 to $56. Trim of the beard and the mustache is going from $10 to $15. And the permanent wave is going from $100 to $103. Otherwise, it looks like it's all going to stay the same. So this is the 30-day notice that effective in March, these will be the new rate increases. And I will put this letter in everyone's box so that you're aware of the increase in fees. All right, so now it goes to scam alert. So one of the residents was kind enough to share the letter that he received, and a few other residents have brought this to me as well to let me know that they have received the same letter. So I wanted to make sure everybody was aware that you do not fall for it. And it says, attention, and then your name. And it says, it's important that you contact our office, and it gives a 1-800 number, upon receiving this notice to avoid any unnecessary delays in your coverage before 2/12/26. And this notice is to inform you that your property's home warranty, and then it lists out your whole address, secured by JP Morgan Chase Bank, may be expiring or has already expired. So if you have not contacted us yet to get your home warranty up to date, please call immediately. This will be our final attempt to notify you about activating your home warranty. So again, it says all the, they want you to act fast, they're trying to scare you, So again, at Regency Oaks, we do not need a home warranty. The only thing that we want you to do is to have a renter's insurance policy to cover the contents of your home in case of fire, flood, things like that. But again, if you get this letter, please just throw it right away. There is no action you need to take, but this is something that goes out to our Regency Oaks residents pretty frequently, so I just want to make sure that no one falls victim to this. So environmental services. If you need a carpet cleaning, dusting, or deep cleaning, you can contact Amy at extension 508. The first 3 callers will get an extra 10% discount, and this does not apply to services that were already scheduled. So the focus for this week is the elevator tracks in the south building, and then next week they will be working on the north. Some plant operations updates. Last week they completed 148 work orders. Well, 47 remain open. You know, there's ones that remain open. A lot of times those are because they're waiting for parts. Or usually they've received the work order, they've acknowledged it, they just couldn't act on it immediately, so they will get back to it though. Next, they did have their annual fire pump inspection. They're continuing to work on the R-Wing elevator upgrade. So this is just like they did with the S, and it usually takes about 6 weeks for them to perform the upgrades. They did replace the boiler exhaust ducts on the 4th floor roof. They're continuing repairs on the irrigation pipes around the campus. They're continuing to replace the HVAC in the north corridors. They're continuing to work on the soffit and rain gutter replacements from the hurricane damage. They're continuing to work on the ceiling and the caulking of the glass lanais, but I do know with this cold weather there was a pause. That with the cold front we've had come through, it does not dry like it should. So they have paused. If you saw that your neighbor's lanai got sealed and caulked and yours hasn't, that's probably why. The blue team is continuing to work on the flat roofs, and then he's focusing right now on the 2026 CapEx projects. So our Innovative Home Services, or IHS, has passed out the new puzzle. So if you go ahead and complete your puzzle, you can turn it into IHS for your free hour of service. So you can bring that into the IHS office or put it at the front desk and we'll make sure they get it. And then if you receive your free hours, they must be redeemed by April of 2026. Health center update. So right now, you'll see a little extra traffic in the north building as we are hosting the LCS PDP Program Conference. PDP stands for the Professional Development Program, and it helps to train new healthcare administrators within LCS. So Kyle Bolden is a leader in this. He's one that has been chosen to help lead and train these new administrators in training. So if you remember, that's how we met Evan Poole. And so, it's a great program that we're hosting that right here on campus for 3 days. And so we've got a lot going on here in the community. All right, so if you're filling out your updated health history forms, please note it does ask for the residence access addendum. If you have already completed this, you do not need to do it again. We just need to know that in case of emergency or if something should happen to you, who it is that you want to have access to your apartment. So again, we only need residents to fill this out one time, but if you have not completed it and need a new one, you can contact either Kelly or Carol. So resident services is part of the LCS Gold status for the Health and Wellness Program, but this does require your health team to obtain information to assist you with services. So this is a way to inform us of your needs as well as provide resources to you on an as-needed basis. This information will also provide you with the tools necessary to safely remain in your independent living apartment. So please join Kelly and Carol for an informative session on this questionnaire today. That's the raffle tickets will be given out for attending the session, and then additional raffle tickets will be provided when you submit your questionnaire. So stay right here after Tuesday Talk for this event with Kelly and Carol. And again, a reminder, please wear your name tags. I was gonna say, I see a few of you. So we've got lots of new residents moving in, and it helps us to learn the names. So right now, we do not have any COVID or flu or anything that seems to be circulating through the building. So great job at everybody. You know, I think the teams here, or everyone here is great about if they're not feeling well, they just stay home. So that we continue to manage the spread of any kind of infectious disease or viruses. So continue to do your due diligence and make sure to, you know, let Carol or Kelly know in the health center too, because we can sign you up to get meal delivery, things like that if you're not feeling well. So this week in activities, we have the Health and Wellbeing Questionnaire, which is right here following the Tuesday talk. Tomorrow, February 4th, we have the PWR Moves for Parkinson's Fitness class. So this will be with Barbara, and an evaluation is required before attendance. So meet with Barbara Odom over in the fitness center if you have not done that yet. And that is right here in the town hall at 2 p.m. tomorrow. Thursday, February 5th, we're going to do an art class with Samantha. So sign up on the trip table, and that is at 11 a.m. in the Arts and Crafts room. And then Friday, February 6th, will be our musical bingo with Joanne. So this will be her very last one. This will be at 2 p.m. in the Grand Lobby South. So a transportation update. So Daniel, our transportation supervisor, will be resigning on Thursday, February 19th to pursuing a new career that he's very passionate about. So we will miss him and we wish him well. But Judy, currently our maintenance coordinator, will be taking over his position and is currently in training to make it a smooth transition for our community. So it is always our goal to promote from within, so help us welcome Judy to her new role. All right, food and beverage. So we do have wine club coming up on the 10th. We have gourmet dinner, or chef's table as they're calling it now, on the 11th. There's a Valentine's Day celebration on the 13th, but it is all normal hours. On the 24th is our next enchanted evening. The 25th will be gourmet dinner or chef's table. The 26th is pasta night. This week they are focusing on the PDP conference. And then they are working on some new and exciting things for the food and beverage program. And I think actually Ricky's celebrating his 10th anniversary here with Regency Oaks. So if you see him, you can wish him a happy anniversary. So sales updates. So the upcoming event on February 19th is Senior Living University. The Cost of Waiting with Sherry Schweitzow is presenting. As they currently closed 4 contracts on a budget of 4 for January. And they already have several deposits that are received for the rest of Q1. So we're starting 2026 off strong. And blue team updates. I keep hoping that these will go away one day. Not yet. So they still are working on the flat roofs. That's in progress, weather permitting. They are replacing the sales center cupola. They're completing the gutters and the drain spouts throughout the community. The scaffolding on the P wing for the soffit repairs was removed. The entire north and south building are being pressure washed, so that does not include the windows. They will be picking up all the debris at the end of the project, including what is in the trees and on the windowsills, so that was part of the power washing, is getting all the debris cleaned up. And then they will be repairing all the paving and any of the landscape damage around the community upon completion. So the other project that we're also working on right now is they did walk the building after the previous hurricanes, and they're working on replacing any of the vinyl windows and screens. So these are not the glass lanais, these are just the vinyl windows. So we've started on the south building in the P wing on the 5th and the 4th floors. It seems that they came out, they took everybody's vinyls, they measured the screens, they were supposed to be back within 2 weeks. Blue team timeline. I think that was about 2 weeks ago, and they haven't been back.
2 weeks today.
Yeah, okay, 2 weeks today. Thank you, Judy. So I'm still waiting to hear when they will be back with everyone's new vinyl windows and the screens. So I feel like we will be doing this screen and vinyl window replacement for a while. But I'll continue to update you as they will be coming to your apartment. And then it was only those that were observed damage or related to the complaint or the claim will be completed. I did get that full list, so I know there was a few residents that I need to get back with as to if they were on that list. And then just a reminder, we're not getting a lot of the, we call it the CAUT cards, and this is part of the Extraordinary Impressions program. that, here at Regency Oaks, we focus on our hospitality promises, that us as the employees here want to be making sure that we are treating our residents with 10 steps to giving great hospitality. So when you guys receive great hospitality, we want you to fill out these cards to let us know about it. And this is one of the ways that we choose who will be our employee of the month every month. So there are several of these drop boxes and cards throughout the community. They're at the front desk, they're in the dining room, and a few other places. So, as you receive a great experience from one of our employees, please take a few minutes to fill out one of these cards and let us know. It's really great to hear. We share these with the employees, and it just gives us an extra sense of satisfaction when we know that the residents are appreciating what we do for them every day. So please, you just need a few minutes to fill out one of these cards and drop it in the box. Thank you. And then, so again, this week we're just working on hosting this PDP conference with many LCS visitors. We're working on the design still for the north and south dining rooms. The carpet was chosen, now they're on to the paint and the chairs. They've completed the S-wing elevator update, so now they're working on the R-wing. The flat roof is in progress, again, weather permitting. They're focusing on annual reviews right now, so this will start the annual salary increase process with all the employees. We're still doing the ceiling and caulking on lanais, just the glass lanais for this project, the separate projects for other areas. And then that is all on hold for a few days due to the cold weather. A vendor is to install a pad for the conduit in the town hall generator hookup, that is in progress. Working on a breezeway project resurfacing that will begin the week of February 16th. So we are trying to get this project done sooner than later. As the weather's a little bit cooler right now, we're not doing as much in the breezeway. So this will be closing off the breezeway to all through traffic. So we're gonna be planning and figuring out how we'll get everybody to from north to south during the week that the breezeway will be closed for the resurfacing. So more information will come on that. And then Health Peak Asset Visit will be next week on Wednesday, the 11th. So again, we will have forum next Tuesday. So that's come next Tuesday for you to have a chance to attend our quarterly forum hosted by Lindsay and all the directors if you have any questions. And this is an OIR compliance meeting that you have a chance to have open conversation as we discuss any changes to policies or services going forward. And then we will begin power washing both the entrances on Thursday. So north and south front entrance will be power washed. So it's gonna be a little wet out front. Any questions?
We are talking about the generator for this building, and I see a lot going out right out in front of this window. Is that where they're gonna place the generator? Isn't that wonderful planning?
Exactly, but I've heard that they're going to dress it up with some extra shrubbery to kind of keep it hidden at least. Any other questions?
As you said, we have gotten our elevator back on the S-wing, and thank you. It may just be me, but in the elevator, there's a yes and a no button. I don't know what that's for.
See, that's a great question because I have not been on the new elevator yet either, so I don't know. Oh, Bobby knows. Let's see what
Yeah, right.
If you call for help, maybe some people do it by accident, but if you push the button that you need help, a voice is gonna come on, there's a camera in there, they're gonna ask you if you need help. If you do, you push the yes button. If you don't need help, you push the no button so they know that you're stuck, but you don't really need assistance because you haven't fallen or you haven't had a heart attack.
Okay, last call for questions.
Betsy's getting her exercise.
Betsy, those tubs that we can put our private information into to get them shredded, when will they appear?
Those will be here in April. I put those out usually every year for tax time. That way you can do in with the new, out with the old. So we'll have those for the month of April. Any other questions? All right, going once, going twice. Everybody have a great Tuesday.